Hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So today let's talk about Noelle's Hangout Event. I'm going to do a very quick guide on how to achieve all 6 endings. So for Noelle, her Hangout event actually gives you 6 different type of Hangout memories with 3 Primo Gems, 3 Hero Wits, and 2 talent materials, 2 character ascension gems, and 2 of her special food. But not every character will have 6 endings. Take for example Barbara. She only has 5 endings. Sorry. For Barbara, she only has 5 endings here. You don't lose out on the Primo Gems. What you lose out essentially is the 5 Hero Suite and 5 of her signature or special dish. Basically, that's what you lose out for 1 lesser hand of memory. Oh, and 100 adventurer XP as well. Okay. So let's talk about the Noelle's Hangout event. Basically, the gist of it is quite straightforward. There, from the origin starting point, she actually has 3 branches. There will be 3 main branch. It will split to 3 main branches. The training ground, all of life is training. Sorry, training ground. All of life is training, as well as a breather. Okay, so I'll quickly show you guys the dialog options that bring you to these 3 main branches, and also subsequently the sub branches that will bring you to each of the the dialog options that will bring you to each of the sub branches. Alright, so let's go straight to the starting point itself. I'm already at where Noelle is. Okay, so you see, for these 2 options, it doesn't really make a difference in terms of the branching. So really up to you which particular one you want to choose. In fact, her response is exactly the same, regardless of the both options. One option, so we'll talk about. Also the same, only one. Okay, so this option here is the one where we are trying to convince her to be a knight. Sorry, not to be a knight, to focus on the small tasks. While this option is the one where you can branch into training, as well as the third option, which will be to rest. So there's 3 different options, if you remember. There is a breather option, there is a all of life is training option, and there's one more about the I can't remember the name. Okay, but anyway, this option here, this option is very clear cut. It brings you to the one of the main branch. I will talk about the third option here, because from this second option, it splits further into 2. Okay, 2 of the main branches. So either of these really doesn't matter, because it will bring you back to the same branching point. Okay, so this is the difference here. This is the one that brings you to the training main branch. This is the one that brings you to the rest main branch. The breather main branch, this is the training main branch, and the other one is the one initially, the one that I said brings you to convince her not to be a knight or to appreciate being a maid. That is the one where you will get the guest from afar branch. Alright, so I personally find the strength one to be the most amusing, while the rest option is the one with the most how should I put it? The most romantic ending. Okay, so anyway, once you finish this dialogue for the training, she will actually ask you to go to the training spot, but we will not go there because I want to show you guys via the branch itself which are the options. So the all of life is training is not really the training option. This is the one where if you say as a maid, it's all of her items are all the maid duties are also training. You will eventually, as you do the quest, you will meet a guy, a very suspicious guest from afar. And from that guest from afar option, you will be able to split into 2 further sub branches, which I will cover, which I'll jump ahead to this to the very spot where that dialogue option is there. Alright. So the way to trigger the 2 different sub branches from the guest from afar point is this 2. You will get this particular dialogue branch, you will get it 3 times in a row as you bring it across different spots in Mondstadt. So if you want the first of the sub ending, you go for this first option 3 times in a row. If you want the second option, you go for this 3 times. Second ending, you go for this 3 times in a row. Okay, so this is how you get the specific endings. We'll jump ahead to the next particular main branch. Then we'll talk about the 2 sub branch options as well. Okay, so this is the training ground, the main branch, the second main branch. So it's very simple. That's just a simple dummy challenge, which you can do via just doing a charge attack. You just find a specific one. Sorry. Sorry, this is a negative example, but essentially all you need to do is use this and you can clear everything. And it will then bring you to the next dialogue option, the one that eventually determines which of the 2 sub branch endings you will get from this. Okay, so this is the point where there are two different sub branches. This is the one where she goes to fight real mobs, while this is the one where I find it to be the funniest ending, but I don't want to spoil it too much. But essentially these are the 2 options that will lead you to the 2 sub endings for the main branch. Okay, from the second main branch. Now I'm going to talk about the third main branch now. I'll skip ahead. So for the third main branch, it's the abbreviator option, basically asking her to take a rest. So we're going to the Good Hunter restaurant to take a rest, but obviously you can't really take a rest as things will happen. But it's fine, because I got to jump straight to the main dialogue option here. Okay, so this particular dialogue option will always happen, these 2 options, and these 2 are the ones where it will bring you to 2 different endings, the 5th and 6th ending. So this will give you one ending, while the other will give you the final ending, which is the most romantic ending, in my opinion. So there's a funny ending, there's a romantic ending, and there's a amusing ending, so to speak. Let's go in-game and look at the Hangout memories, and you will know what I'm talking about. Okay, so essentially these are the way the main branch or the branch or dialect options to get the 6 different endings. Okay, the final portion here of this video is just going to talk about the endings, some of the more notable ones. So if you don't want any spoilers, don't watch this portion anymore. Yeah. Alright, so warning given. Basically, in my opinion, this is the funniest one. Once you do it, you will know what I mean. I find this is the most troll and the funniest one. This is rather amusing. And this is, like I said, the most romantic one. Okay. This is a bit sad, but yeah. So anyway, this has been a very straightforward guide on how to go through which are the significant dialogue options to select in order to get the 6 endings, as you can see here. It's kind of hard to select the right one using the joystick. But anyway, okay. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys. If you like the content, remember to like the video and click subscribe for more. Yeah. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.